Okay, now today we will discuss about dividend theory of Walter model. Dividend actually means something in return, maybe in cash, maybe in strip, maybe in bonus. Various types are there. So here we have to discuss what actually the policy of dividend distribution. Walter, Gordon and Modigliani Miller, they have described the dividend policy in their own imagination and from their own thinking. So, what will be the optimal policy as per these three ideologists? So first we are in Walter model. Walter model, before doing Walter model, first of all we have to discuss the assumptions of this model. Assumptions: Walter said that firm does not issue any new shares or debentures. Second, it makes additional financing through the retained earnings only. Number 3, its internal rate of return and cost of capital remains constant. And number 4, the firm distributes its entire earnings as dividend or reinvest immediately as additional capital into business. E and D, that is E means earning per share and D means dividend per share, remain constant. These are the assumptions of Walter model. You can follow. Assumptions you can check here. I have written it, all the assumptions, and you can check it. Walter categorized a firm into 3 parts. One is growth firm, another is declining firm, and another is normal firm. So when R greater than K, that means internal rate of return is greater than cost of capital, it is an example of growth firm. When R less than K, that means internal rate of return is less than cost of capital, it is an example of declining firm. And when R is equals to K, that means internal rate of return and cost of capital remains constant, it is an example of normal firm. Walter has said that in case of growth firm, market price per share becomes highest where R greater than K, because here dividend payout ratio is minimum. Dividend payout ratio is minimum. That means he has assumed that firm does not pay any kinds of dividend in that situation. And where R greater than or less than K, their market price per share is highest because dividend payout ratio is 100% there. And in normal situation, R is equals to K, dividend payout ratio may be in moderate level, that is 50% we can assume. So What will be the firm's optimal dividend policy? Optimal dividend policy is that where dividend payout ratio becomes 0. That means firm doesn't pay any kinds of dividend. Full earnings they have invested in the business instead of paying dividends. Okay. So as per Walter model, optimal policy is DP ratio is equals to 0%. But now some criticisms are there against this theory. What are the criticisms? First of all, we will discuss. Walter has said that firm will not issue any kinds of new shares or debentures. It is not possible because at the time of carrying business, a firm may have some requirements of its additional capital. So from where they will get it? If they don't issue any kinds of shares or debentures, it is not possible for them to funding such types of capitals. Okay. So it is necessary to issue any kinds of shares or debentures. Next, it makes additional financing to the retained earnings. Always retained earnings is not possible because retained earnings is a part of surplus. If there is no surplus, from where you will get retained earnings? Reserves. It is not possible always. And its internal rate of return and cost of capital remain constant. It is also wrong because cost of capital, when firm takes loan, how cost of capital remains constant? It is not possible always. It is one of the criticism. The firm distributes entire earnings or reinvests its earnings. If it distributes entire earnings, retained earnings level, that is retained earnings cost becomes 0. So from the earnings, the policy of every firm to maintain some types of reserves in its business. So entire retained earnings they can't distribute it. E and D remains constant. It is irrelevant. E and D always not remains constant. Okay. So these are the criticisms of Walter theory. So now Walter theory we have discussed. This is very simple and easy. In Walter theory, P is market price per share will be determined by D plus R by K into E minus D divided by K, where D is dividend per share, P is market price per share, K is cost of capital, and R is internal rate of return. Through this theory, we can find out the market price per share, where it is highest, and optimal dividend policy. This is the gist of Walter model. Okay, you can follow this.